Have you ever walked away from someone who hurt you deeply, but still felt like they were holding onto your soul? Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to Chosen Being. If you're here today, it's not by chance. Your spirit has brought you here because it's finally time. Time to release the grip of someone who should have never had that kind of power over your heart. Someone who didn't just break your trust but kept pulling your energy even after you said goodbye. I want to talk to you today about something we don't always understand until it's too late. The invisible string that keeps us tied to a narcissist, even when they're gone from our lives, even when we've blocked them, deleted the messages, burned the photos. Why does it still feel like they're in our thoughts, in our dreams, draining our peace? That, my love, is what we call a soul tie. An energetic cord, a spiritual attachment that goes beyond logic. I remember the first time I left someone who had emotionally abused me for years. On the outside, I looked free. I changed my number, moved to a different place, started journaling and meditating every morning. But inside, I still felt haunted. I would cry without knowing why. I kept having dreams where I was back with them. I even felt guilty, like I owed them something. And the worst part, I didn't even miss them. I missed a version of myself that never got to exist while I was with them. That's when I learned, leaving physically is just the first step. The real healing begins when you cut the cord spiritually. And no, I don't mean cutting cords with hate or revenge. That doesn't work. It ties you tighter. You cut cords by facing the truth, by taking your energy back with love, and by remembering who you were before they dimmed your light. You might be wondering, how do you even know if you still have a cord connected to someone? Here's how I knew. I would wake up tired. Even after sleeping for 8 hours, I would feel sudden waves of sadness or anger out of nowhere, especially after I tried to move forward in life, as if something didn't want me to be happy. Sometimes I'd scroll through my phone and find myself wanting to check if they were online, even though I knew they were toxic. I knew they didn't love me the way I deserved, but something kept pulling me back. That something was the cord. I didn't know this then, but narcissists have a way of energetically hooking into your aura, especially if you're an empath, or a light worker, or someone who heals others. They see your light, and instead of admiring it, they want to own it, even after you're gone. Part 2. The first step to cutting cords is allowing yourself to feel what you've been avoiding. And I know, that's the hardest part. I used to tell myself I had already healed, that I was done crying, that I had moved on, but I hadn't. I had just buried the pain under busyness, under work, under smiles. But energy doesn't lie, and the body keeps score. One day, I sat in silence, just me, my journal, and a candle. And for the first time, I asked myself, what did I lose when I was with them? What part of me did I silence just to keep the peace? The answer made me cry. I realized I had abandoned myself, my laughter, my confidence, my intuition. I had made myself small so they could feel big. I had walked on eggshells just to avoid their rage. I had stopped dancing, stopped dreaming, stopped glowing because my joy made them jealous. So I cried. Not for them, but for me. For the girl who stayed too long. For the woman who forgot her own magic. And that's how you begin to loosen the cord. By grieving the version of you that didn't get to live. Not because you were weak, but because you were trying to love someone who didn't know how to receive it. You see, narcissists don't just take your energy. They replace it with their confusion, their shame, their emptiness. That's why even when they're gone, their energy lingers like smoke in your lungs. But here's the beautiful truth. You can cleanse it. You can reclaim your light. And you don't need their apology to do it. You just need to make a choice. A soul-deep decision that says, I choose me now. I choose peace. I choose freedom. I remember writing their name on a small piece of paper. Under it, I wrote everything I felt but never got to say. Every word I swallowed. Every scream I held in. Every truth I hid. Then I lit a white candle. I placed the paper in a bowl, and I whispered, I release you. I forgive you. Not for your sake, but for mine. I return your energy to you. And I take mine back now whole, cleansed and protected. Then I burned the paper, watched it turn to ash, watched the smoke rise, and with it, I felt something shift. Not all at once, But something inside me unclenched. A space opened up in my heart again. A space where their shadow used to sit. Cutting cords is not about revenge. It's not about erasing the past. It's about finally giving yourself permission to let go, to stop waiting for closure, to stop explaining your pain, to stop hoping they'll change. Because the truth is, your healing does not require their participation. It only requires your presence. And you, my dear chosen one, are already enough. Part 3. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let the world soften. Now imagine that person standing in front of you. The narcissist. Not the version you idealized, but the real one. The one who manipulated you, drained you, controlled your spirit with their moods, their silence, their cruelty. Picture them clearly. But don't be afraid. You're safe now. See a thick rope of light connecting you both from your heart to theirs. This is the energetic cord. It's heavy. It carries all the things you never said, all the things they stole, all the power you gave them without knowing. Now slowly bring your awareness to that cord. Feel its weight. Feel what it's made of: guilt, fear, attachment, hope, betrayal. Now gently place your hand on your heart. Say softly, "This is my energy. I call back what's mine. I release what was never mine to carry." Now, in your mind's eye, see yourself holding a pair of golden scissors, pure, light-filled. And when you're ready, cut the cord. The moment you do, feel a rush of energy return to your body. See it like golden light flooding your chest, your belly, your throat. Breathe it in. You are whole. You are healing. Now turn your focus back to yourself. The person in front of you begins to fade because they no longer have access to you. You have closed the door spiritually, emotionally, energetically, and in their place, see you. The version of you that is free. The one who laughs without fear, who sleeps peacefully, who trusts again not because others are perfect, but because you are protected. I remember the first time I did this visualization. I cried, not because I missed them, but because I had finally remembered myself. The real me. The one who had been buried under years of people-pleasing and emotional survival. I realized I had been looking for love in a place that only offered control. But now, I don't seek love. I radiate it. And so do you. You're not here by accident. You are a chosen being. You came to this earth to heal, not just yourself, but to break cycles, to end ancestral wounds, to show others what freedom looks like. And the truth is, when you cut a cord, you don't just walk away. You rise. You reclaim every part of your soul that forgot how powerful it was. Part 4. Now that the cord is cut, it's time to seal your energy. Because sometimes when we release a narcissist, they feel it. Not consciously, but energetically. They may try to come back through a message, a dream, a sudden memory. Not because they love you, but because they feel the power leaving them. The power they used to take from you. This is why protecting your energy matters. This is where you draw the line, not with anger, but with light. Place your hand on your heart. Again, take a breath in. And as you exhale, repeat after me: I am free. My spirit is whole. My energy belongs to me and only me. No one may enter my field without my conscious permission. I am safe. I am guided. I am protected. Now imagine a bubble of golden light forming around you. Soft, warm, glowing. This is your divine shield. Nothing dark can enter it. Only truth, only love, only alignment. This is your space now, your peace, your rebirth. You don't owe anyone access to you just because they once knew your name. You don't owe them a response, not even an explanation. Your soul knows what you had to survive. And your soul is proud of you for walking away, even when it hurt, especially when it hurt. Sometimes healing doesn't look like a big moment. Sometimes it looks like saying no to a message at midnight. Sometimes it looks like choosing silence over proving your point. Sometimes it looks like crying in the shower and still choosing not to go back. And that's the real power. That's the divine strength of someone who chooses themselves after being broken. I want you to remember this. Cutting cords is not something you do once and forget. Sometimes the cord tries to grow back. Sometimes you feel it tug again. When that happens, don't be afraid. Just return to the space. Breathe. Visualize. Affirm. You are not the same version of you who once accepted crumbs. You are not the same soul who thought love meant suffering. You are awakening. You are expanding. You are reclaiming. And this is your sacred closure. So, beautiful soul. As you step forward from this video, walk like someone who has returned home to herself. Because you have. And no narcissist can ever take that away again. You are light. You are love. You are free. I see you. I honor you. And I walk beside you always. Thank you, beautiful soul, for sharing this sacred space with me today. Remember, your healing is your power. Keep shining your light. And know you are never alone on this journey. Until next time, I see you, I honor you, and I love you.